Willie D. Live.
You got any regrets about any songs that you wrote?
Um, Not songs that I wrote, but maybe some things that I said.
In a song?
in them.
In a
Yeah.
song?
Yeah, just, I think sometimes when people don't know you and you're not specifically clear, you can be misunderstood. And I know for me, like, take for instance, I think there was a song with Nelly and KRS-One, and I think something had been said and it started some kind of beef, and I just was like, wow, why isn't it that someone in the studio didn't say to that person, hey, you know what, that sounds like it could be this, maybe just stay away from that. There are times when I'm writing and I'm like, oh, you know what, that line, so-and-so might think I'm talking about them because they had a song where they said that, and I don't want the confusion. Even if it sounds dope, I don't want the headache of somebody thinking that I was disrespecting them. So there's so many times when, you can make the decision to be free and say whatever you say, but then there's times when you can be responsible. And I think as a kid, I was just like, I'm going to say whatever I want to say, however I want to say it.
What you said?
Specifically, there was a song called Too Young for What? And I think one of these younger folks online got a hold of it and was like, oh, Lyte was talking about a 17-year-old. And I was like,
okay,
yeah,
Yeah.
And at this time, I was poking fun because we were doing all of these schools, high schools and stuff, and the guys were like winking their eyes, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna do a song just for them. And at the time, I was, I don't know, maybe 19 years old. As a matter of fact, I was, because for us, when we put out records back then, we worked on a record for 8, 9, 10 months sometimes. And then we, do all of the promotion and everything that we had to do for a record. And so this girl who came out with her analogy of the song says she had to be 21 or whatever because the record came out in 91. Well, for much of 91, I was 20 because, my birthday happens at the end of the year. But not only that, all of the preparation from when I actually recorded it. So I was like, okay, well, I'm talking about a 17-year-old and I'm 19. Okay, I'm not really doing nothing. Just like there was no Poor Georgie, there was no Sam. It's fictitious stuff. But then I thought about it. I was like, well, wow, when I was 14, my boyfriend was 16. And when I was 16... he was 18, and when I was 17, he was 19. But that's no problem, because I'm a young lady and he's a young man. But you flip it, and we talk about a 17 and a 19, then there's an issue. You know what? Rather than to make excuses, I was young, and I said some shit that I probably, had I had the experience that I've had in knowing that words have so much power, I may not have put it that way.